I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I think it's my computer. It's old. It's from 2012. And apparently that's a lot in computer years. It's also a Mac. So at first I wanted to upgrade to the newest Mac, but now that it does this, I don't think I want to do that because what the fuck. And then I do have my laptop. So I might start just going live on my laptop for the next week, for next week's fight. But oh my God, like what the fuck? What the fuck, you guys? I don't like that. So yeah, I'm sorry if I left, and if anybody comes back, please, baby, come back. And it can please come back. We were having so much fun. We were having so much fun, and now this. Like, what the fuck? Like, I wanted to do more. I wanted to keep seeing what's going on. This is dumb. Let me see. So, oops. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can. Need to borrow a computer. I have a Mac. I can let you borrow. It's just I don't know what's happening. I have a laptop, but I've never tried going live with my laptop. So I might gonna have to try now. It's just that like the Mac has like all the inputs for stuff, and this don't. Like this only has this. And then I need stuff like this to hook anything up to it. And it's just honestly fucking annoying. So I might just go with a fucking I might just go with a PC because the Macs are pissing me off. Let me see. I've never used stuff for lives. I like my desktop. I like having my desktop. And this desktop just keeps fucking turning off. But it's from 2012, like I said. So I'm sad. I was like babbling. I was going on. You guys were being good. You guys were not fighting in the comments. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, it's a good stream. Y luego vale puro pinche verdolaga. So let me see if anybody comes back. If not, it's all good. I'll do it next week on this, right? I'll do it next week. I don't know. I don't know. My computer, I stream on a desktop computer. So I think that's why, but it's a Mac, but it's an old Mac from 2012. So I don't know if that's why it turns off. I don't know. And then I have my MacBook, so I might do from like now on. I'm gonna go live on this. But what I was explaining is that it only has like these two little inputs. So for me to like connect the microphone, connect the fucking camera, I have to use like two of these bitches. So I've never really had to. I never really had to go live on it. So I don't know. I'm pretty annoyed. You weren't here earlier when I was complimenting you. I like was complimenting you and saying nice things about you. Just so you know. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try again next week because this chat was so lit. Hi Chris. This chat was so lit earlier. We had like 20 people in here talking. And my computer had to kill it. So if you know anything about computers, hit me up so I can buy a new computer, a desktop computer. Because I do have a MacBook, but Macs have been doing me pretty dirty. Like this shit would turn off sometimes too, and then not turn on unless it was plugged in. And it's from 2018. This is from 2018. It shouldn't be giving me problems. And then my iMac is from 2012, right? So that one I need an upgrade. But I don't think I'm choosing Apple anymore. I think I'm gonna go with fucking Windows from now on. No, okay, fine. I won't leave. Let's keep talking. But I'm not gonna do Apple no more. They fucking piss me off. Let's do Windows from now on. But see, my issue is that whenever I look for like a Windows computer, I don't know anything about like Windows computers. And then people be like, oh, get this, get that. But it's like gaming computers. Like, I don't need gaming computers. I just need a computer to do my silly little lives on. I just want to do my silly little weekly lives, post fight lives. I don't need a Christmas computer. No worries. You go have fun and do stuff. I'll be here next week on Tuesday too. But yeah, we're basically just talking about Canelo Plant and Plant's performance being pretty decent and what's next for Canelo and Munguia versus. Shut up, Miguel. Miguel, jump in so we can do the debate you want to do. Miguel thinks, okay, so let me ask the people, even though there's only 6 people on here. Who do you guys think gives Canelo a better fight, Charlo or Benavides? What happened to Benavides? Dude, they're hurting me because I have to wear glasses, and if I don't wear glasses, I can't see. So I have to put on my glasses, and then this thing like me encaja los pinches lentes. I'll put them on though. See, thank you, Miguel. Down. See, that's what I'm telling Miguel. Thank you for saying that before leaving, Alfredo. I appreciate it. Thank you, Miguel. Duh. I mean, that's 2 people, but that's 3 with me. Ooh, Chris said neither. But who would you pick? Who, if you had to pick one to beat Canelo, who would you pick, Charlo or Benavides? Oh, we have one for Charlo. Jose, explain yourself. Explain yourself. Explain yourself, Jose, why you think Charlo. Why you think Charlo beats Canelo? Why do we think that? You know what? I should get a Google number so that y'all can call in. I should get a Google number. Miguel, you don't count. Only one person said Charlo. Brown says Benavides. I think Benavides gives Canelo a better match than Charlo. That's just me, though. But, Jose, please, I want you to reveal why you think Charlo. Miguel, you don't count. Why do you think that Charlo... Benavides is too basic. He's done better than Charlo. Charlo looks... Okay, so Jose says Benavides not be resistant to the body shots from Canelo. That's valid. I don't think so either, but I do think that he gives him a better fight. And better fight doesn't mean last longer. Better fight doesn't mean he's going to last longer than Charlo or whatever. I think he gives him a better fight. That's just me, though. And didn't he used to be your favorite? I thought you liked him. I thought you liked him. So what's going on? Oh my God, Chris saying Charlo too. Oh, maybe this is a debate topic. Charlo, because Benavides stands right in front and doesn't move, doesn't use the ring. But he got fast combinations. Benavides will be like a better Chavez Jr. How do you dare compare him to Chavez Jr.? Tampoco te pases de verga, Miguel. Benavides is bigger, faster, longer reach, better combinations. Doesn't look sus chin like Charlo. He'll take punches better than Charlo. Is he a fuck up? I still think Benavides, and I think Benavides because, again, it'll be a better fight. To me, a better fight doesn't mean a longer fight. Doesn't mean, because it's longer, you know? Tailor-made. Yes, he is, but it'll be good while it lasts. And the Charlo one, I don't think it'll be that good. I think Benavides fights over. I think so too, but again, to me, it's not. Is it longer? It's a better fight, not longer. I don't know. I don't have a Google number, but you can hop on. I'll send you the link on Twitter.com. But I don't see. We do got a debate then. I thought like everybody would say Benavides. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Because you know what I mean? Like Charlo looked like ass against Montiel. That's enough of a fucking reason for me. That's enough of a reason for me. I don't know. I don't get it. Perico power. Exactly. He'll take some fucking perico right before the fight, and he won't even feel those punches. Miguel, go on. Come on with me if you really about it. When Charlo showed a sus chin, Benavides was actually dropped by that. Oh yeah! I forgot Benavides got dropped. This motherfucker's hurting my ears. I'm sorry, y'all. I tried. I sent it, Chris. He didn't look ass. He just didn't stop him. He looked pretty ass. Like, that guy's like way levels below him. He should have taken care of him. Charlo should have taken care of Montiel. He should have. I'm not taking anything away from guys like Montiel, but he should have taken care of him. Like, that should have just been. Says Canelo needs to tell 175 guys to fight each other. Dude, it should be like a Dragon Ball Z style tournament, and then the winner gets Canelo, right? They get that payday, right? I think that's how it should be. Why should they just come and be like waiting? especially when they haven't fought any good competition. I want someone to be like deserving of that fucking payday and of that fight, of taking a shot against the champion. Your point is just that Charlo didn't look bad against Montiel because he won every round. He was supposed to take care of that guy. I don't care what nobody says. He was supposed to take care of him. And again, you guys are just equating it to longevity, right? You guys are like, well, Charlo will probably even go the distance. To me, it's not who lasts longer, it's who gives it a better fight. So who gives it a better fight, Charlo or Benavidez? I think for how long as it lasts, Benavidez gives Canelo a better matchup. Will he get knocked out earlier, probably, due to his style? Yes. Charlo has a chance of making it longer, right? Like Plant. But, again, no. Montiel is durable, but Charlo won all rounds. Benavidez has never beat J-Rock or Chenko. They're not in the same weight class. So how is he supposed to meet? How is Benavidez supposed to beat guys that are not in his weight class? Miguel. Charlo versus Benavidez, winner gets Canelo or move to 175. Dude, Canelo should put like a fucking time cap on these motherfuckers. Like, you guys have this long for y'all to fight somebody worthy, so that kind of makes y'all fight me, or else I'm moving up. But I think he's gonna defend. I think he's gonna try to make like some title defense. I don't think he moves up immediately. Both lose. Charlo has more and better skills. Benavidez style. Yes, I'm not talking about how long the fight's gonna last though. Well, the argument here, my argument here, is that Charlo is not gonna have a good ass fight with Canelo as good as Benavidez will. Benavidez will have a way better fight with Canelo while it lasts. Charlo is just gonna be like a Plant fight. If Canelo looked competitive against Yildirim, maybe won't jump down his throat and say, "Woo! She got you there," or they got you there. Sorry, I didn't mean she. Sorry, they got you there. It's true. Montiel. I mean, yeah, because Montiel had been out before too. Montiel had been hurt before too, so it's like what? So no, I disagree with you. I disagree 100%. I don't think Charlo gives it a better fight. Charlo to me is like Plant. He survives and he does the best he can, and people are gonna give him rounds just because he's surviving. He's surviving them. I don't think he wins, but that's just me. We can have this conversation in person next week, but you're still gonna be wrong. I just don't see it. But I would love to see it just so that I could prove you wrong. Was he? No. Was he? Let me look up his box rec. Box rec. What's his first name? We'll just put Montiel. I don't know his name. Juan Macias Montiel. Let's see. He had gotten knocked out by Munguia. Yep, in 2017. Yep. And he had lost to Johnny Navarrete. And he lost to some random, like, in Mexico. He had 4 losses before Charlo, too. So it's like, imagine, same thing. Imagine if any other champion went to this is with someone that has that many losses. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Good stuff 101. Well, I'm still beating you. If Munguia put him away, why didn't Charlo put him away? And a green Munguia too, not even a little better Munguia that we have now. This was still the green, just swinging like a motherfucking Munguia. And he stopped Montiel. So if someone like Munguia, who just swings like a motherfucker, especially back then in 2017, stopped Montiel, why wouldn't a more polished, already champion Charlo not do him worse? You're not really helping your situation here. Sports Talk with Troy. Charlo has good skills, at least at 160. Power Benavidez is more dangerous, but squares up. While it lasts, Benavidez is more fan-friendly. If Charlo retains his power at 168, he does better. I think that's also a really good way to put it. We have to see how Charlo would do at 168 to begin with. Because I don't think Canelo would go fight him at 160. Like, the fuck? So it's true. Like, we have to see him. He don't even have power at 160. So for us to think that it'll go up to 168, if he didn't couldn't knock out a guy like Monty L at 160, how can we expect them to knock somebody out at 168? And again, I'm not a Charlo hater. I think they're very talented brothers. I like Jermel better. Skill wise, I think he's also done much more in his division than Charlo has, Jermel. So I don't. If he didn't knock out Montiel, I don't know how he's gonna go up and knock out guys at 168 or have power against guys, especially with Canelo. So my point remains. I think while it lasts, Benavidez is more of a better fight than with Charlo. Charlo's is gonna be like Plant. That's about it, critic, but he won. I don't care. I'm not about that. I'm not about that. It's whoever is better. People are saying Canelo's like, oh my God. See, those are the type of people that I just block and go on about my way because I don't need that type of dumb shit in my timeline. I usually let people have like their boxing. Again, boxing is subjective. We all have our different, our different just opinions, right? But when you say something that's stupid, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see this shit ever again. I don't want to see takes from this person ever again. Let me just block them. I also like to say I like the Charlo Bros. I like Charlos. I think they should, the reason why I'm like, because they had the chance they could have fought Boo Boo, they could have fought Triple G, they could have fought fucking Danny Jacobs, right? The Charlo Bros and Danny Jacobs had like beef for a while. It's like, so why didn't they fight? I don't get that part. Munguia got him cold second round at 147. Bess? So, Bess, you're not helping your situation. He's not going to be like Plant. How not? Explain it to me. Let's go about it. At this time, about anyone doesn't fight any time of the year, we'll never give Canelo competition this time. At this time, anyone that doesn't fight more than once a year. Yeah, and that's a great point, Rex. That's a great point. And like I said earlier before my stream died, guys, even if guys are competitive against these fucking random people, let's say Charlo just knocked Montiel the fuck out. Let's say he did. Even then, fighting these type of dudes are not going to prepare him for someone like Canelo. Even streamrolling these mandatories that had been streamrolled before, that's not going to get Charlo ready. That type of competition would never get him ready for Canelo. Hey, I'm not wrong, bro. It was a good year for Mexican fighters in sports. Brandon Moreno, Canelo, Abigail Montes, Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez had a good beginning of the year, but he didn't end it pretty nicely. I don't even want to bring that dude up. You don't need to have a knockout power, just like hop him off. Oh, so Roscoe's is here, and he wants to say that Charlo. So tell me why Charlo wins, or not wins, but does better than Canelo. Does better than Benavidez. Hello? I can't hear you. Maybe you're on mute. Are you muted? Oh, there you go. Are you muted? Miguel, you're rude. No te oyes, Chris. I can't hear you. See? That Charlo can't even... no, this is proof. Go out and come back in, because I can't hear you. We can't hear you on this. Honestly, all the top guys at 160 need to step up and fight each other. I would hope so eventually. Triple G is going to Japan and fight Murata over there, but why couldn't he just fight Boo Boo Andre? They're both the zone. That would have been a good unification match. Triple G's with the zone. He's got belts. Boo Boo's with the zone. He got a belt. Why not? That's the easiest fight. That should be the easiest fight to make. I don't get it. Is it safe to say Plan was at least Palos Chingazos? Listos Palos Chingazos. Listos Palos Chingazos. He was not. Hello, Miguel. Hi, Patrick Black. And if Virgil Ortiz really joins him, Canelo is dead on record. You guys are so stupid. I love it, though. He might. He said no, but he was already in Vegas in Canelo weekend. And Canelo's now with Golden Boy. So that was very telling that he is. I'm hoping all the guys Canelo beats are willing to fight each other in hopes of getting Canelo fight again because dude, I would love Canelo Benavidez versus Plant because those motherfuckers still don't like each other. And in an interview with Fight Hype, Benavidez said that he still wants to fight Plant even after he lost to Canelo. He don't care. Jamal cut his connection. Oh my God, Chris. All you need is the audio, but Canelo beats both. He does, but Benavidez is a better fight. You think Virgil will join Reynoso's team? I think he will, because again, he was already over there. Unless they're talking about it. But even if he doesn't, I mean, Virgil, he had his dad bring him up the whole time. So I think maybe if he doesn't go with Reynoso until he finds somebody else, I think his dad and Hector Beltran got him. He's got a good team behind him. His dad, Hector Beltran, right? So I think he'll be okay for now. Neither will make it competitive. Wow, that's I don't damn. Hola Jose, ¿cómo estás? Oh, Miguel, you know what, Miguel? I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a valid point. That's a valid point, actually. I gotta give you that one. You got me there. You got me there. You got me there. It's true. Y'all are rude. But speaking of Benavidez, he had to, he got COVID when he was supposed to fight Uzcategui back in when? I mean, August, right? He was supposed to fight in August, Uzcategui, and then he got COVID. I think August, right? I think it was August. And then now Uzcategui was on fucking PDs, so then he got kicked out of the fight. And now he's fighting. I don't know who he's fighting. Who's Benavidez fighting? But I know he's fighting someone that was already supposed to fight anyway. So he's fine, It's not like he's just fighting some random that they just had to get. It's some guy that was already gonna fight. So it's it's a guy that's already prepared. Is he prepared for the putazos from Benavidez? I don't know. Tyron Davis. And Tyron Davis is 16-2 with only 6 knockouts. Yeah, damn. Tyron Davis's nickname is Shut It Down, but I think the one that's going to be shutting it down here is Benavidez, because with 6 knockouts, you don't really got power, and you already lost twice. Oof. Oh, and he lost to Patrick Day, rest in peace. So yeah, I think Benavidez is just gonna look so good, and he's gonna call out Canelo, right? He's gonna call out Canelo, especially if he looks so good. Every time I see a video or live with Robert, he's always sitting, never working with his fighter's head movement. Well, I mean, maybe when they're recording, he's taking a break. I don't know. I don't really watch. I watch their podcast, or not their podcast. What is it? Yeah, right. They have a podcast. They have the Robert Garcia Unfiltered. And I do like watching that just because I like watching all sorts of boxing stuff, right? But I don't see their videos. Sometimes with Fight Hype when, they have, someone interviewing Mikey. But I don't watch, like, the videos where they're just up the Garcia's fucking ass every day, every fucking hour. I don't watch those. My conspiracy theory is that even though Canelo has no obligations to PBC, they push for him to... I hope not. Because Canelo has other he has actual mandatories to take care of, Darrell's not a mandatory. So you can't really defend that, you know what I mean? With Yildirim, Canelo could say, well, he's a mandatory and, for the WBC, I gotta do this, right? Because I want to stay a champ so I can become undisputed, right? Yildirim had an excuse. I don't think Darrell has an excuse. And yes, he looked good, but that's not gonna do anything to Canelo. It's gotta be Benavidez next if he makes weight. I don't think it's gotta be Benavidez because Benavidez is not a mandatory. I think he's gonna fight this fight to become mandatory, right? But I don't think right now he's mandatory. So it's not. I think it's like Ryder or who. Well, let's look at the rankings, shall we? Let's look at the super middleweight rankings boxing. And let me share my screen because I don't think it has to be or it's gotta be, right? Because he lost the belt. So Let's see. Hay que ver, hay que ver. Let's see. Let me share it. Oh, Lord, what is this? Oh, that's so let me see. This is kind of, let's see. Yeah, so it's 168. Well, these are just rankings. They're not like organization, but it's Benavides is number 2. But that's just ESPN rankings. Let me, bitch, this is not right. Let me look up her organization, right? Let's see. He already defended the WBC, so it can't be that. Let's see. WBO middleweight champion or super middleweight rankings. So let's check the WBO first. And let's see how that goes. Let me see. 15 plus 15. 30. Yeah. Let's see. So here it's the WBO. Let's do. What the fuck? Super middleweight. So it's Parker. Oh, God. Parker? What? Who's that? Who the fuck is Parker, y'all? Can y'all fucking... Who's Parker? I have no idea who fucking Parker is. Can anybody fill me in on Parker? Who's Parker?
I don't know. You never talked about him.
That's why I don't know who that is. Maybe he can have a fucking rematch with Jacobs. Lemieux? I wanted to see Lemieux at 160. Just for the shits and giggles. Maybe he'll do that. Berlanga's number 6. Oh my God. Saunders went all the fuck back down to 9. Rosado, maybe Rosado. I don't know. So right now it's either going to be that guy, Parker. Who the hell is Parker, y'all? I don't know who Parker is. Please fill me in. View fighter info. Oh, Lord. Look it. They heard us. Freaking spies. That's so scary how, like, I have not Googled anything about this, but this shit came out. So he's just some, yes. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. So, Zach Parker, people, is he good? Is he not? Y'all tell me, because I don't know shit about this guy. Oh my God, my fucking camera again. Se va la luz. So let me know who the fuck that is. Let me. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm back. I'm fucking behind on the comments. Teofimo said he and Canelo. Teofimo was corny as fuck. I heard he got invited, but still. How come Showtime didn't have Teofimo's undisputed? Because technically he's not. Because he should fight Haney. Now, I don't think that's Teofimo's fault that he's not considered undisputed. I think that's the WBC's fault. It's the WBC creating these stupid ass belts, franchise and bullshit, right? That's why Teofimo's not considered undisputed. Because Devin Haney had the other belt. So, did Teofimo fight better competition? Yes. Should he be kind of considered? Kinda, yeah, I guess. But it's the WBC's fault. Yeah, I don't think he is. So what do you think, Tank's next step is after Rolly jumping? Well, he's actually fighting Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz beat an old Bandido Vargas. So that's the next that's the next step. He just got a replacement opponent. Canelo Benavides 5 de Mayo, that would be awesome, but I don't think they do that next. I would really respect Canelo even more if he does that. If he does, if he actually goes for Benavides right away, I would take my hat off to Canelo more than I already do, to be honest. So let's look at the rankings for the WBA. See who else is on the line for Canelo, or possibly, right? Let's see. So he already defended WBC. That was what's his face, Yildirim. So who the fuck? Oh, David Morrell. Yeah, that's the Cuban guy. That's the Cuban guy who knocked out and sent to the hospital the guy that beat Chavez Jr. back in June. Yeah, that's the Cuban guy. And then that I don't know who that is. Damn, they haven't even whatever. I don't know who these people are. See, Ryder's right here, number 3, and then you got, but these two, I have no idea who those are. So David Morrell is the regular champion or whatever, and you guys know this guy. He's Cuban, but he only has 4 fights. That's kind of fucked up to put him against Canelo with 4 fights. He shouldn't. I don't think that'd be very, very smart for the commission to put this guy who's 4-0 against Canelo. Does he have 3 knockouts? Yes, but that'd be kind of like murder if you put him in there with Canelo. I know he fucked up Mario Abel Casares and took him to the hospital, like sent him to the hospital. He beat Chavez Jr. But yeah, that would be bad, y'all. Look it. I don't know who these people are. David Morrell, right? That's that guy. So that I wouldn't approve of that. I wouldn't approve of that. So IBF super middleweight rankings. Let's see who was in line for, what's his face for. ¿Cómo se llama? For fucking Plant before he fought Canelo. Super middleweight. This fucking IBF thing is fucking not updated, so I don't know what to do. Never mind, I guess. But point is, I don't think any of those guys should be in there with Canelo at all. I'm dumb. I should have just gone on fucking boxing scene. Let's go on boxing scene.
Mom, we forgot to take these out.
Oh no, I don't need that. I don't know what that is.
They're popsicles that we made.
Oh yay!
You want one?
Yes, please.
All right, which one do you want? Which color? Pink, white, or there's 2 yellows.
Oh yeah. So let's see. Okay, right here. So you have either Benavidez. Also, he is for the WBC, but again, Canelo already defended the WBC, so they're not next. So Benavidez is not up due next. Up due next. Oh, that's bomb.
I think it's just this thing just makes it like turn the color.
That's bomb.
Idols.
Well, David Morrell is like I don't think David Morrell should go in there. Right? David Morrell shouldn't go in there. He only got 4 fights. That's murder. I don't know who this dude is. Do any of you guys know Eidos Yerbosunuli? And then this is, I don't know. This is the same guy over here. It's good thing he just popped, so it's not going to be him.
Didn't you already get the green one?
Who the fuck? And then WBO Zach Parker. So either Zach Parker is next, David Morrell, or this dude. So what, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Do you think Jose Benavidez is way to the top with that knee? I don't know. Hopefully he does well enough to still get some couple paydays in, Canelo is fighting next in May, right? I feel like that would be great, and especially because if Benavidez looks good this weekend, that would be a badass fight in May. But I don't know, Canelo, that'd be sick. And imagine, that'd be a fucking. I tip my hat off to Canelo. He would go. Yes, I know David is a WBC, but like I said, the WBC was already in the rotation. Yildirim was a WBC mandatory, and the organizations take turns, right? Especially with someone who's undisputed. The WBC already had their mandatory. So maybe the IBF will impose it. Well, not really, because that's Plant. Maybe the WBA or the WBO will impose next, right? In what order does it go? I'm not too sure. But the WBC already, unless, I don't know if organizations are really going to tell Canelo what to do. We know the IBF is strict as fuck, but the other two are kind of like whatever. So Canelo maybe will fight Benavidez next, but because of the rotation, it shouldn't be. But I wouldn't mind it. I'd love that shit in May. I'd be out there in Vegas. Weather's nice. I'd be out there in fucking 5 seconds. Isn't Tech? Yes, he is. Peter Parker. Peter Parker. Somebody promised me a popsicle. And I did not get. Oh, you can't do it.
Wait, Mom, did you change the flavors?
No, I didn't do this. I don't know who did this. I didn't do it.
Because all I did was.
There you go. Okay. Berta BF in May. Well, Berta BF still has to do.
That was just ice.
Did you have one?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mason and Aiden. Parker's from the UK. Tall switch hitter, decent, a bit slow. I'm out to look up some fucking tape on this guy. I have no clue who this guy is, but I'm not like you. I'm not very informed on UK fighters. Like unless they fight like over here, I really don't watch cards from the UK. Jared Hurd, I don't know what happened to him. He did really bad in his last fights, in his last two fights, but he did bitch slap Charlo at Canelo fight. So, yo, what the fuck is up with the Charlos? They've been acting like dickheads. He told Jared Hurd that he was gonna kill him and his girlfriend. No shit, Jared Hurd would have slapped him. Who wouldn't slap a guy who says that? I didn't like that. And then some fans were like asking them, like, "Oh, what did you say about Canelo? What do you think about Canelo or something like that?" And he flipped the camera off and he like slapped the phone out, like he tried to slap the phone out of whoever was recording his hand. Like, what are these dudes doing? Oh, very, very smart. Peter Parker, Zach Parker is an Englishman with 22s.
Did you take the charger from my PS4?
For the control? No, it's right. I put a new one over there by the thing. But he's from mostly domestic. Oh yeah, see no. Oh hi Lee. Hi Lee, thank you for that because I did not know this guy. Damn, I'm way behind in the comments. Looks like Darren Morrell Jr. holds a yeah, but I think he only has 4 fights. I wouldn't do that to Canelo. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put him with Canelo. Teofimo should be undisputed. He's corny though. He's a little bit corny. But yeah, I think I do understand the people who are like, no, he's not undisputed because he needs to fight Devin Haney. But again, I think that's more of a problem of the organizations themselves. That's the WBC, that's the sanctioning bodies. I don't think it's Teofimo's fault that he can't be considered. I don't think it's his fault, Some more Parker stats, courtesy of Lee Grove. Thank you so much. Parker stands 6 feet tall and has 74. That's given Canelo's record against men 6 feet taller. I'm gonna screenshot that because I think that's fucking funny. Hi, people. Hi, Samuel. I thought I already said hi to you. Remember Canelo said he isn't fighting Mexicans, so Charlo it is. Well, at least they'll kind of stop that narrative that Canelo doesn't fight black fighters or undefeated black fighters, which is true. He hasn't fought an undefeated black fighter since Mayweather, right? Because he fought Jacobs and he wasn't undefeated, but it was still a good fight. Do you think Teofimo will fight Taney in February? No, I don't think those two fight. It was hurting my glasses because when I put the glasses on, it's like fucking pressing on me. Me duele. You think Ryan Estate wants to come back and fight? Well, yeah, he's gonna come back and fight. He said it himself. He's ready to come back and fight. Who is gonna fight though? Probably some pancake. Benavides versus Berlanga, just to get him out of there. Well, they're not gonna do that because they want to make Berlanga kind of like a bigger name, right? And even though he hasn't really been doing as great anymore, I think, and he even got dropped, right? He got dropped, which is not. I mean, it happens, right? But damn. Sorry, yo. Canelo shouldn't fight a fellow Mexican shouldn't or should, because then all the Mexicans will be in that bitch and drinking tequila, and according to Caleb Plant, some modelos. I'd be in there. The Penguin Smut. I don't mind. Adas Yerbos Nuli is from Kazakhstan, undefeated boxer puncher. So another Triple G. Why is everyone talking about Benavides out of the picture? I hate that. Not bad. Chris Eubank Jr. Benavides, you think Benavides beats Canelo? I think Canelo does the IPO belt just for that. No. Imagine just for shits and giggles, like fucking give it to me too. Fuck it. That'd be funny as fuck. But it's got to be a name. They got to throw mandatories in there. Unfortunately, they do throw mandatories in there. That's the point of mandatories. But like I said, only the IPF is super fucking strict with their rules. Everybody else is kind of like, whatever, as long as you give us a sanctioning fee, we don't give a fuck who you fight. The IPF, they be stripping motherfuckers. They don't care. They don't care if you're Canelo. They don't care if you're Triple G. They don't care if you're Anthony Joshua. They'll strip you if you don't fucking fight the mandatories. Let's see. Jamal Charlo could get it too. Well, he didn't want it. Canelo could not be playing it and never. Boo this man! Boo this man! Boo! Boys, come boo this man. What do you think about Rolly's situation? All abusers deserve to get their private stuck in garbage disposals. Ever the next sanctioning body who orders Canelo to demand that Canelo drops the title? I mean, he's known to drop titles, right? Well, just that one time with the WBC. Spence should retire. He shouldn't risk going blind. Well, we don't know the severity of it. So you're just out here saying dumbass shit, aren't you? Boo this man. Did you see a report that plan is broken? I saw, but I didn't know. What was the source? I know Gray posted it on Twitter. So, and he's not like a guy who lies. He has a good reputation for, giving information. But did it actually get published somewhere? I didn't see any actual article about it. I just saw Gray tweet it. And while I'm not calling him a liar, he's never really lied about anything that I know of. I didn't see an actual report for it. Maybe this weekend we'll see it, right? I cannot wait for the All Access. I cannot wait for the epilogue All Access. I cannot wait to see them be like, well, he gave it a go. He dared to be great. Who wins, Jojo Diaz or Haney? I think Haney wins. Jojo will make it interesting though, especially because Haney is chinny. How is it going to go over if Canelo fights one of these contenders unknown to the public? Yildirim was unknown to the public, so I think casuals and Canelo just fanboys are just going to do whatever. They're just going to watch Canelo. But, maybe Miguel's right. Maybe Miguel's like, I think Miguel can be right and Canelo could just be like, I don't care about these anymore. Now I'm just going to fight the fights that the people want, right? Because, I would love for that. But mandatories are mandatories. I think it's up now to Canelo to see if he's going to drop shit or not. Lee says, you're right, Lomachenko's made franchise. Yes. So it's not, he should beat, Teofimo is the man that beat the man, right? Like he did it. And what I love about Teofimo, and I'm actually going to make a video about Teofimo himself. You'll see what it's about by the end of the week. But dude, it's crazy, right? That Teofimo was all about it. Yes, he's corny. Yes, he talks a lot, but he was really about it. The whole thing that happened with Triller is kind of unfortunate because it really slowed him down and slowed down his momentum. But look at him, he fought good opposition for his record, right? Then he beat Comey, which was a champion. Yes, he had lost before, but he had decent power and he was a champion, right? And Teofimo beat him, and instead of hogging the belt and just taking bullshit mandatories, he was like, no, I'm gonna go straight for Lomachenko, and he did. And for whatever reason, whether you want to say that, oh, well, that's more Lomachenko didn't do enough or whatever, it could have been, he still beat the man, right? It's not his fault that, the WBC did all that. And it's stupid because the WBC is on the record saying plenty of times, oh, no, we recognize Teofimo as a champion. But then why did they give Haney the other belt? It makes no sense. So that's not Teofimo's fault. Canelo versus Munguia in Mexico. I don't think Munguia's even ready for that. I don't think he's even ready for that. And I don't know. I don't think Canelo would want to do that. He doesn't mention Munguia. Sports Talk with Troy says, I don't think Darrell deserves a Canelo fight. But he had a second PBC fight. I think, you're right. He could do Darrell and then either Charlo or Benavides. That'd be cool. That'd be good to give him one last payday. And all Heyman does take care of his fighters. Whether people love him or hate him, they do get paid pretty well. So Benavides is tailor-made for Canelo. Yes, he is. To me, in my opinion, he'll just get straight to the body. Canelo, Benavides is going to last 3 rounds. Not sure who will win. Canelo be working with Eddie Hearns? I don't think so. I think he's still going to be with PBC for another couple fights. Unless he does Ryder, then it's going to be over there, his own. Benavides got dropped. What do you think Canelo would do? Exactly. And he's always coming forward with his hands down. Why did Mikey pose? I think he was just trying to find like show people that he was sick when he lost to Spence. And it's like, bro, it's been 2 years. Like, why are you doing this? It's just fucking weird. Let's see. Haney should fight Tank next. Well, Tank's fighting Isaac Cruz, and Haney's fighting Jojo Diaz. So maybe you should look at a calendar. Tell me what round Munguia starts with Saturday. I gotta watch tape. I don't know. Munguia's too hesitant now. Out of the number one contender on Benavides is one of the most competitive, lucrative options. I would love that in May. I hope Canelo does it. I would be so happy. I'd be in Vegas right away. Book, ticket, everything. Do we know what weight Tank is campaigning at? 135. I think he's at back to 135, and I think he's fighting Isaac Cruz at 135. Canelo won't fight Munguia. He don't beat him. All right, I screenshotted this. This was funny. Yeah, that'd be a beating. Think Ray Vargas ever gets? Ray Vargas, he all right. Esqueleto looking motherfucker. It's fine. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if he does or doesn't, but oh well. I want Canelo fight in Mexico, dude. You know what? I think about this a lot. I'm like, dude, like I would love for Canelo to fight in Mexico so that I could come and like just fucking get the best seats or whatever. But then I think about the actual people in Mexico, right? How even though the fight is in Mexico, it's technically for like us to go on vacation out there and enjoy it. Like the tickets won't really be accessible price wise for the most part. I feel like, especially if it's against good competition, because they're fucking Canelo fights are expensive as fuck here. That's why I didn't go to this one. Fucking cheapest ticket was like $800 in the nosebleeds. So it's like, how will they do that to Mexico? You know, how will they do that at Mexico? They would have to have it at like Estadio Azteca where they can just sell super cheap tickets for like the regular Jose to be up there, right? Because then it would just be for us, and it's kind of fucked up. It's like it's a fight over there, but we're just going there with our resources and our money and the currency conversion benefit. But it being in Mexico is like people are gonna not, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. Haney said as much like Ken Norton's to be Jimmy Young and WBC eliminated to 8 crack at Ali. Bro, I love that. Y'all need to put your Twitter, please, because I love your Twitter. You're always tweeting like super historical shit and shit that makes sense, parallels from now to then. So put your Twitter handle so people can follow you, because this right here, it's a good example. Drop your Twitter, because you'll be dropping gems on Twitter too. Canelo versus Charlie Sanalov is going to be ordered. No. Boys, come here. Thomas Hearns. I don't do fantasy matchups. Chavez Juice, Canelo, Mexico de Mayo. Similarly, Haney, I hate the franchise shit. And I seen that people ask, what's his name about it? Mauricio. And they ask him, like, what's up with that? And he's like, tries to defend it, but it still doesn't make sense. I don't wager on sports, but I'd be yeah, I need to start betting, because I'd have $7. Hey boys, Aiden, Mason. These dudes have the TV so fucking loud they can't even hear me. They're fucking playing Fortnite. But can everybody else boo this man, please? I need a boo button. I need a fucking boo button. Hold on, I might have something. Because I'll play this one for you. This one's for you.
Man, shut up, please, dog. Please, like
Please. Yeah. I always say I'm gonna update my little thing with sounds, but I don't. Tacos and beer, yeah. Tequila. Canelo desde Austin, Texas. Woo, Texas. I like Texas. Canelo done enough for chill for now. Yeah, I think he became undisputed within a year. It took him 11 months to take over an entire division. And I seen people who on Twitter say stuff like, well, the division itself is very basic, very beatable, right? I've seen a lot of people say that, and you can argue that, right? Especially with Benavidez losing the belt. Yeah, Benavidez lost the belt right as Canelo was going into the 168 division, right, and taking it seriously. So, yeah, you can say that, but who else done it? Who else done it? I don't get it. You can say that. You can say, hey, Canelo got an easy time at 168. He had an easy going. Why didn't someone else do it? Why didn't the other 160 champions go up and do that? They still can. Maybe if Canelo drops, then maybe they can. Canelo fights in Mexico. How many? Don't say that. We don't want people hurt. We don't want people. No, it's more like celebrities. So many celebrities would be there. It'd be lit. It'd be lit. But let's be honest. It'd be mostly people from like Mexicans that live in the U.S. being able to do the currency conversion and ball out over there. Canelo versus Charlo 5 de Mayo at Dallas. Damn, I don't think Canelo's going to fight in Texas anymore now that Vegas is open too. Canelo was only fighting in Texas because Texas don't give a fuck about COVID. And they're just having events. And Vegas was actually closed, right? Now they're open again. So I don't think that they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to do that. Oh, that Celtic Warrior. Seems like Canelo's carrying the sport. What happens when he retires? Well, I don't think he retires anytime soon. So let's not. And then, yeah, I do wish other people fight each other. La Rieta is the Texas de Canelo. I'm confused. I agree with you, Troy. Charlie needs to fight Benavidez. Well, Charlo needs to fight anybody at 160 before he fights Benavidez, in my opinion. It'd be cool for him to go up and fight Benavidez at 168. But what does Charlo really get out of that? Like, for what? You know what I mean? Like, yes, it'd be a good name on his resume. It'd be badass if they fight. But I'd rather see Charlo fight fucking Boo Boo, Golovkin, anybody. Honestly, that's try to unify. Like, at least try fight one other champ, please. Canelo beat lineal champ Kalen Smith 168 ring. Yes, he did. Porter or Crawford? I have to go with Crawford. Though I think Porter's going to make it such a good fight because Crawford hasn't fought anybody at 147 with the level of just dogging him that Porter does. So I think Porter's going to do great. I think Porter's going to do fucking awesome. But Crawford, he's a dog too, and he kind of loves to square up, and I think he's going to be the winner. But I think it's going to be a badass fight, and I'm going to be there. I got tickets. I got the hotel room. Shit, I'm going to be there for Porter versus Crawford. That's going to be a good-ass fight. And the tickets were cheap as fuck, too. Canelo versus Benavidez would be a gloriously violent. Benavidez is the work rate of a chin, really. Yeah, but he also leaves himself wide open. So I agree with all of this. But I agree with all of this. You're right. I agree that Benavidez, especially his chin, he's been down before. To me, it's more his speed. Benavidez is fast, right? And he throws combinations. So I like Benavidez a lot. And that's why I told Miguel, Lee, who do you think is better? Who do you think does better against Canelo? Benavidez or Charlo? I'm not talking about who goes the distance or who goes longer with Canelo, but who gives Canelo a better fight, you think? Benavidez or Charlo? I think Benavidez will be a better fight while it lasts, but I think he does get knocked out. I don't know about Charlo. Charlo could be like Plant, like later on. But I would love to see it too. You're the tiebreaker, Lee. Whoever you choose, I'll be like, all right. I think Canelo's just so many fucking levels above everyone. So I think at 168, Benavidez, obviously, I don't see anybody else giving Canelo a better fight at 168 than Benavidez, even though I think he does get knocked out. And then obviously guys at 175, like Bernabé and Bivol, could make Canelo, frustrated, just like Plant was making him frustrated. Who's Canelo's? Lily, can I have a ticket? I only have my ticket. I can't give my ticket away. I have my ticket. Mean Machine has some dog in him too. Yeah, but Mean Machine's not he hadn't had good competition in him. Porter has fought everyone, which is what's gonna make it more interesting. Triple G needs to find a light body. His fan. Well, hey, Murata is good in Japan. Like, he's big in Japan, so I think it's a good name for now. I don't know. I don't know. He's always posting on Instagram. I don't know. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Benavides relies on speed and stop early. Yeah, I think he does get stopped. Not that early, but he does get stopped to the body, in my opinion. I thought Benavides becomes the mandatory after. No, because he is Canelo's mandatory, but because Canelo already defended his title, the WBC title against Yildirim, it's the other organization's turn for a mandatory. Canelo just defended his WBC belt with Yildirim. So he has to go, like, I don't know what order, but if he just defended the WBC title, he can't go back and fight the WBC mandatory all over again. But it's Canelo. I'm sure he can do whatever the fuck he wants. It's Canelo. I think he ain't gonna tell anything. Very good question. Charles has a habit of waking the statistical tightrope. If Canelo can out hustle someone, it's Charlo. Benavides will push Canelo harder and will punish more. Canelo wins both. Very, you're so well spoken. You're so well written. I love that. Lee Gross is yes. Just say yes. Yes, he is. But I do agree. That was badass. That was a great explanation. No, he was not supposed to say shit. Okay. Yes. So Ryder is the yeah. Hold on, my bad. Ryder is the mandatory. That Parker guy from the UK is the mandatory. I don't think Ryder's a mandatory. I think Ryder's like number 3 or something. Right? And then that Parker fellow from the UK, or Morel, the one from Cuba, but he only got 4 fights. I don't think the commission would approve of that. And Benavides for the WBC, that Parker UK fellow, and then Ryder, I think it's like number 3 or something. Let's not do that. Next week we have Crawford Sport. I'm going to be in Vegas. It's going to be good. Where will Virgil Ortiz Jr. train? I don't know. The rumor is, sources claims it's Eddie Reynoso, and the only reason why I'm kind of entertaining those rumors is because Virgil was out in Vegas, right, for this fight, and Virgil is with Golden Boy, so there's really no reason for him to really be out there doing promotional work, promotional stuff in Vegas, just randomly. So I think he is, but if not, then I think his dad got it for now. His dad got it for now. His dad and Hector Beltran, they're great trainers. I think they got it right now. I don't think they're gonna rush into anything. According to, I watched the RGBA Robert Unfiltered podcast episode, and I saw that they said that it's, oh my god, it's the lack of sparring, right? Virgil said, according to Robert and Pita, Virgil wanted more sparring, right? And he didn't have enough guys to spar, especially because he's fucking big compared to maybe other champs at RGBA or other upcoming guys at RGBA. So he didn't really have anybody to spar with. That's according to the video, right? And then what did it for him was that Robert chose to go to his fight with Franco, right? Third fight with Maloney, over going with Virgil to the Mean Machine fight. So ultimately, according to them, that's what Virgil and his dad told Robert. It was amicable. There was no drama. It was more like, okay, we're no longer going to come train here because they're lacking sparring and because they felt kind of like a certain type of way about Robert choosing Franco. I think both of them have valid points. I do agree with Virgil that it's like, it must be weird, that that your trainer's so popular and he has so many fighters that there's going to be times where he's gonna have to be somewhere else with another fighter, and that kind of sucks, right? It sucks. It must suck. It must feel kind of weird, especially with the sparring too. I've seen Virgil Ortiz spar Mikey Garcia. I've seen Virgil Ortiz spar Lindolfo. I've seen Virgil Ortiz spar Ramirez, but he's bigger than all these guys, right? So they're not really gonna test him like that. So I can understand both sides, but I can also understand Robert Garcia choosing to go with Franco because that was a title fight, right? Franco had just come up with a very controversial win, or it was a weird stop because they said it was a headbutt, but it wasn't. So Maloney was doing really well, right? So I do understand Robert thinking I gotta go with my fighter who's a champion, and I can be there to make sure, especially because Franco's from Golden Boy, they're at top rank. Not that he could really do anything about the scorecards, right? But he was there to like offer support and be like, hey, I'm here for my fighter who's at the fight. He's not the home fighter, and I don't want him. I want to do my best, so I do get it, and I just hope that Virgil finds somebody and he can do well. I think he does have room for improvement. So I hope that he finds that room for improvement and he improves, right? His defense. Ligos is not sure if I'm related, but hey, drop your Twitter. Drop your Twitter on the comments. Crawford and Bud goes the distance. I want to say that Crawford stops Crawford and Bud. Crawford and Porter. I want to say that Crawford stops Porter late, but also Porter has never been stopped. So I can't say that, And yes, Eddie Reynoso is rumored to be his new trainer. It's rumored to be Virgil Ortiz's new trainer. Theo's father said that his son beats Canelo in 4 years. I don't see. Oh my God. Teofimo's dad is worse than Angel Garcia. Like, he's worse. And I don't think that could happen. I think Robert has a lot of criticism because a lot of his fighters lack head movement, right? They don't fucking move their head. And I think, too, after the scare that Virgil had with Mean Machine, where he was kind of wobbled, right? Early in the fight, I think they were like, wait a minute, like, maybe we do need to, so I think it's the right choice for both. They both did the right thing. Neither of them is actually wrong in this, right? Virgil's maybe was like, damn, like, that was a close call. And I didn't have my trainer in my corner. His dad, not that his dad and Hector Beltran don't do well, for him, but his main trainer is supposed to be, Robert. So be tested like that and have that moment and not have your main trainer there, it must have felt a little weird for Virgil. So I do get it, Thank you so much, Joy. I appreciate it so much. Y'all are so nice to me. Y'all are so fucking nice. Thank you. Let's see. Let me keep reading the comments. I'm sorry. Connor Ben. Although Connor Ben is fighting fucking Algieri. Y'all see that? Connor Ben is fucking fighting Chris Algieri. Like, why? What does he gain out of that? I mean, I guess it would have been a good test like 5 years ago. Algieri, like, I respect him. I love his commentary. I think Algieri does great commentary. He really does. I appreciate him on Top Rank with Christina Poncher. Great team. But why is he fighting still? And why is he fighting Connor Ben? Like, they're just sacrificing him to Connor Ben. But yeah, I like to watch the podcast. It gives them, I like hearing their commentary, and it gives you an insight on their guys, right? They talk about their guys, and I want to know what's going on, especially because most of the time they do fight here locally. So I want to know what's going on. So good for them. Robert Garcia seems like a really cool dude, but to be honest, his style doesn't really, yeah. I mean, neither does ¿cómo se llama? The other guy that's out there in India too, in the valley, in the desert. Joel Diaz. Joel Diaz also don't. It's funny because Joel Diaz got like the Mexicans, and he also got like the Eastern European dudes, and none of them move their head. Like, they just don't. That's just the Mexican thing too, I think. The Brits keep sending boxers against Canelo. Yeah, they're like, just keep throwing at him. Let's see which one. But no, that Parker fellow, good luck to him. I hope it'd be a nice payday. Like, that's cool. At least you're mandatory, and you can kind of get that payday because you're mandatory. I'm gonna have to miss this fight because I'm gonna be in Mexico for a concert. I promised my cousin I would take her to a concert, and there's a 27. So I'm gonna miss this, and I'm gonna miss Teofimo. Shit. I'm gonna be at the fucking concert, like, on my phone watching that shit. I don't know, because I didn't pick Figueroa to beat Nettie, even though Nettie was coming up in weight, right? But Figueroa just he swings wildly. He leaves himself wide the fuck open. He's swinging so fucking wild, and Fulton is more polished. Fulton is more of a skillful guy, but he doesn't have power like that. Fulton doesn't really have like that much power. So I think it just depends. If Fulton can actually take that punch and he has a good chin, then I think he outboxes Figueroa. But if Figueroa just goes in there and just goes fucking wild like he did with Neri, because that was a messy ass fight. Figueroa versus Neri, that shit was messy. It was sloppy as fuck. And if Fulton lets Figueroa just go in there and try to make it sloppy and make it dirty, it's not, I don't think, it'll be fun for him. I don't think it'll be an easy night for him. So I think it depends on Fulton's chin. If Fulton can take that pressure and those punches, he can eventually, kind of get over that pressure in the beginning and figure him out and outbox him to a decision. But if not, I think Figueroa can land one of the same ones that he landed on Neri. What do you guys think about that? I want to know. And because I'm gonna miss it, I haven't really looked into it as much because I'm not gonna be here. I'm gonna be in fucking Mexico. Virgil and Ronaldo, yes, he will. He needs anybody who's gonna teach him a little bit more. And I love the way Robert Garcia put it. Robert Garcia put it like, I'm not going to say somebody robbed me a fighter, because there's a lot of fighters who leave somebody else who come to me, and doesn't mean I robbed them of a fighter, right? Just like Virgil left Joel Diaz to go with Robert Garcia, right? Like, I think it should be more normalized. It shouldn't be cause of like, ooh, like, oh my God, he left that trainer. Like, I think it's good that fighters go and they absorb what they can and learn from each of their trainers. And then when they move along, it's like, well, I'm leaving this trainer in an amicable way. And I took everything I could learn. I already grew as much as I could grow from this trainer. Now let me go absorb some other knowledge from another trainer, right? It should be more normalized to have multiple trainers, honestly. Or like multiple trainers help you in one camp if you're fighting a sort of style that maybe your current trainer is not very well against, right? It should be more normalized. It shouldn't be like, oh my God, like he left them. Oh my God, that must mean something, It should be fine. It should be fine, but there's always going to be that. Sonteo Media, hello. Jose R. Who's Jose R? Mikey or Lindol? Oh, and sparring. I'm like, wait a minute. My favorite memory of that is I remember when Virgil would punch Mikey would take like 4 steps back, but it would just land on the gloves, right? But I'm like, that's when I'm like, damn, this little kid got fucking power. Because he would hit Mikey would block it, but it would still send Mikey back like 3 fucking steps. And I would be like, God damn. So I don't think they were like trying to show off or nothing. They was just sparring. Yes, so people guys, you guys need to follow him. He needs to reach 1,000 followers. Follow him. 1,000 followers. He has to reach 1,000 followers. Come on, y'all. Come on. I'm surprised you don't have more. You should have more. So y'all need to get him to 1,000 followers. My bad. I didn't see it. My bad. I missed it, Miguel. But you guys follow him so that he can reach 1,000. I will say this, if you can. What? What about Jake Paul? Who is the face of boxing Twitter? Miguel. This guy right here. Let's see. Bueno, no me contestes que my bad. I'm bad with reading comments fast. I'm sorry. Crawford is on an 8-fight knockout streak. Yeah, but his opposition has been me. What Joe said. Algieri. Yes, Algieri. I think Algieri already had a fight, didn't he? I'm pretty sure Algieri already came back. But now he's fighting Conor Benn. They're sacrificing him to Conor Benn. Honestly, I think, oh my God, I would love that. I always loved Algieri. He's so handsome. I mean, that's not the only reason why. But I liked him. And I love when he fought Manny Pacquiao and they're like, I'm going to let him out of the cage. And he is not going to fuck out. Oh, that shit was funny as hell. I'm going to let him out of the cage. Let's see. Who's going to have the best performance out of Haney, Theo, Tank in this coming weeks? I think it depends on opposition, right? With Tank, I think, yes, Isaac Cruz is a dog, but he's tailor-made for Tank. Cruz is tailor-made for Tank. So he's going to have another highlight reel knockout, in my opinion. Theo's fighting Cambosos, so it's expected, for him to do well. But because of this whole thing, I think it might have like fucked up his head a little bit, mess with his mojo. But I think Haney versus JoJo has the most potential to be something special because JoJo is a former champ. No, he's like a regular champ now. But JoJo beat, Tevin Farmer, and he's done really well, right? JoJo is a good opponent. He's better than Isaac Cruz, and he's better than Cambosos. So I think the fact that Haney is fighting a guy like JoJo, it would make his victory much better, even if he struggles, right? Because JoJo's gonna try to make it a fight. And again, Haney is chinny, so if he gets hurt again, then we're gonna be like, wait a minute, like damn, if this guy fights maybe Theo or Tank, then he is in trouble. So the best performance, I think, if Haney can look good against JoJo, he should take the best performance. But because Tank is probably going to get another highlight reel knockout, then they're going to give it to Tank, even though the opposition is tailor-made for him. Joining the Reynoso team is like joining the Avengers. I'm screenshotting that one too. That's fucking funny. You guys are stupid. I love it. It is, though. It is. I did see it. I saw that he slapped him, but he said that Charlo told him that he was gonna kill him and his wife. Like, why would you say that, my dude? Like, they got some emotional issues. Like, they're the guys that, like, if you look at them for like more than 3 seconds, they'll be like, "What the fuck you looking at?" type shit. Like, they just don't. They got issues. They got anger issues. Cause didn't they like get in trouble with a waitress or some shit? Like, there was charges. I didn't read much into that, but they need to chill. Like fucking 30 minutes ago. Ryan said I hope so. I want to believe him. Estoy leyendo los saludos en español. Yo también hablo español. Mason, dile hola. Yo también hablo español. Dile.
Hola.
Dile, yo también hablo español.
What?
Dile, yo también hablo español.
Yo también hablo español.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you said that.
Dile, a ver, ¿cuál es tu boxer favorito? Boxeador favorito.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali? Oh my God, high five. Good job. He asked me the other day who would win in a boxing match, Muhammad Ali or Goku. I'm like, if it's strictly boxing and Goku can't use his powers or super mega strength, Muhammad Ali. Nobody looks good versus a well-prepared JoJo. Yeah. But let's hope he also comes in weight. I don't have a YouTube channel, but he's on Twitter and Facebook. Twitter, and get him to, y'all better have him on 3,000. Thank you. They're just brown. Charles are corny. They just gotta stop with all the emotional stuff. Like, it's okay to be emotional, but they're angry emotional. Like, what are you doing? They have and they also have like the potential to be such fan-friendly styles, also because they're twins. But they're all you're doing the most. Isaac Cruz is aggressive and is filthy on the inside. I love you, Andrew. Tank is a clear fair range to win by KO, but this is going to be nuts while it lasts. I think Isaac Cruz is going to have that mentality of like, I'm just going to fucking come in swinging. Chris, are we still going to this? Chris, let me know we're still going to this, because I'm still down to go to Isaac Cruz versus Tank. What if Ryan ends up being the best of it? He has the potential to be, because he has something that a lot of guys don't have in the division, which is speed, right? He just needs to capitalize on everything else. But he already clearly has like a given talent, which is speed. So if he can capitalize on anything else, handsome dudes get beat up every. Yeah, they're rude. That's not the same thing. Rolly came up to Ryan and shook his hand. Yeah, and I saw like they asked like him like, "Oh, what do you think?" And he's just like, "No comment." Like he was not trying to like be rude, but also no. Spider-Man versus Superman. I'm not familiar with DC. I'm sorry. All I know about Superman is that he wears glasses and he has an office job outside of being Superman, and something about kryptonite being his weakness. I don't know what kryptonite is. I don't know shit about the DC universe. Nothing. But I do know everything about Marvel. Well, not everything, but mostly everything. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all subbing. I'm here every Tuesday from like 6:30 to like now. And then usually Saturdays after fights. All right, let's regroup for that. See how we're gonna do it. Cruz better watch out for Tank's sneaky uppercut. It's pretty sneaky. Cruz best chance to jump on Tank. Yeah, he needs to give him pressure, right? Kind of like the Maidana type of pressure, right? But I think because it's also at 135, Tank has like a better chance. You know what I mean? He's gonna be good though. I'm excited, and I do think that Isaac Cruz is better than Rolly, opposition wise, right? Obviously, Rolly brought on more of the money team versus money team factor. He brought on the trash talk, right? And the yeah, right? For every punch. But Isaac Cruz is a better competitive thing. And yes, let me know, Chris. Let's see what we go. Let's see what's going on. Also, thanks for doing the stream. Thank you so much. I'm glad y'all stumbled on it too. I'm here every Tuesday, like I said. And then after the fight, we do like a kind of a reaction live together. And I know I say this every time, but my work from home schedule is finally like steady. So I'm gonna do videos now. I don't know what date I'm gonna release them on, but I'm gonna do one on Teofimo and the whole. I was undisputed first, and I look like I flipped you guys off, but it was just my fingers cutting off. And then I'm gonna do one on if Benavidez, who is the biggest threat to Canelo, given on them. And I will say Benavidez over Charlo Miguel. But kind of those type of videos where you can either agree with me or tell me that I don't know shit about boxing, and I'll take any feedback. Balrog from Street Fighter versus Mike Tyson. Yo, I missed that game, the Mike Tyson KO game. Will Tank make weight? That's a good question. I hope so, because it's at 135. Does Cruz have any defense? It's just like typical Mexican defense, to be honest. He beat an old Vargas, Fernando Vargas. Not Fernando. What's his name? Bandido Vargas. Bandido Vargas. I want to see Will get KO. Me too. Especially now. I think Ryan went to make the break after he got dropped. Yeah, but he has Canelo. Hello, Rolando Torres. I thought Leo Santa Cruz was a smart fighter. Yeah, see, Leo was doing well, but he's also started at 118, like Chingen. He was not gonna do that well against someone that's fucking huge, and that we all knew was gonna happen. We all knew that Tank was gonna get him. I think Leo did better than we all expected, but at the end of he still got. Is Charlo gonna fight Castaño anytime soon? I hope so, but I think he has a mandatory también, or Castaño has a mandatory. I don't know. I hope they do, because that was a very controversial fight. But doesn't he get to catch that smoke again? And that's the thing, dude. That whole press conference was kind of sus to me. Like, he did not look like he wanted to do that again. Lee says, does Cruz have defense? The number says it's all average, not good news. I think even if he had like a decent chin, because he's come forward, and I think Tank, even though most people notice his power, he does have decent ring IQ too, and he can definitely capitalize off of like you said, yeah. He's he's gonna run into something, right? Tank's gonna capitalize on that for sure. Canelo will destroy Benavidez. I think in due time, yes. Fidel Martinez, thank you so much for joining. I love your hat. Will Body Sarah fight again? I don't know. I was thinking the same thing. He's like on Instagram modeling and shit. Not that there's anything wrong with that. The boy's handsome. He's handsome as fuck. But he's over there like modeling and shit. Maybe he's taking a break. Let him take a break and regroup back in 2022 and then come back, right? But it has been already a while. Tank kills anyone at 135. I wouldn't say all that. I think it would be competitive, but I think we still need to see how others develop to be able to make this conclusion, in my opinion. Who can beat Tank? Who do you guys think would beat Tank? I don't know if beat him, but I think Teofimo would be very competitive. I think, the Haney versus Tank would be more of like boxing ability versus power type of intrigue to it, right? So I don't know if they can beat Tank. Because, again, I think all these guys are still developing in the way that we need to see how they react to different scenarios and how they adapt to different fighters to be able to see kind of how they would react to each other, right? But, I don't know. I think Mikey had no fucking business at 147. Mikey should have stayed at 140 or 135 and done very well there. Even if he would have losses, the fights would have been legacy fights. And I think that's what kind of like upsets me about Mikey is that I don't think he ever had the urge to actually make a legacy. He was more of like, I want the good fights, the money fights, and that's okay, right? Like, that's okay. That's fine. But I think he actually did have the talent, right? Him against Lomachenko would have been fucking great, right? Like, I would have loved Mikey against a lot of fighters at 135 or 140. But I think it was a conflict of interest because Ramirez, who's a stablemate and also trained by his brother, is at 140, and he was obviously trying to take over the division, right? So I think that would have been like, well, eventually they would have to actually like fight each other, and I don't know if they wanted to do that. I think that's what it was, mostly like a conflict of interest. And then at the time, Virgil was also at 140, so I feel like maybe that's why. But Mikey had no fucking business at 147. He still don't, so I don't know what the hell he's doing. Ruiz versus Wilder. I think it depends on how Wilder comes back. He seemed to come back pretty well against Fury the third time, right? And a lot of people, they're like, oh, Wilder sucks now and Fury beat his ass. And it's like, well, Wilder has only lost to one man. You know, we still got to take that into consideration. Wilder has only lost to one man, and that man is Tyson Fury, right? Now, another thing to consider is that Wilder did better in the third fight than the second, so he did improve. There were improvements made, right? What I don't think worked out for him was putting on weight because his legs are too chickeny to be able to withhold his weight, right? It's no secret that Wilder has chicken legs. So for him to put on weight, it's like you're only putting more weight, so you're going to fall even more when you do get put on the canvas. So he did improve, though. He dropped Fury one more time, and he came back and was a live dog, right? But you could kind of see, even though, like, after the third round, his legs were just, you could tell his legs were like the Leaning Tower of Piazza. That, his legs were never sturdy. Bambi legs the whole fucking time. So I think Ruiz didn't look that great against Arreola. So we'll see. I would like to see that fight. Kind of like a PBC heavyweight showdown. I would love that. I would love that. Oh my God, I'm way behind in the comments again. Let me finish these comments and then I'll log off because I've been here for like 2 hours counting the first live. Let's see. Whoop. Let me see. Sorry, I am way behind. If Rolly is innocent, who's he losing? Who's he suing? That's stupid. And no, he's not innocent. I promise you that. He's not. There's too many people saying the same fucking thing. No bitches are gonna get together and be like, let's run rule. Who the fuck is Rolly to random people? It's not like it's Canelo. It's not like it's this big celebrity. And if anything, they would benefit, right, from doing this after he fights so they could take his money. Who the fuck is he gonna sue? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Tank at least gotta take it to 7. You're asking your money back? Well, I think it depends on Isaac Cruz's chin. Gamboa, or whatever his name is, sprained his ankle. Gabe Kent. Yeah, he did. And Tank also said, remember he tweeted, he's like, oh, he said that I'm the best he's ever faced. And Gamboa's like, no, I didn't. I never said that. Which is fucking funny, because what is up with all these younger guys asking their opponents, like, I'm good, right? Like, seeking validation from, like, the opponents that they beat. That shit is weird and corny. Why are y'all doing that? Haney did it with Linares. He's like, oh, how do you rate my power? How do you rate my speed? Like, compared to everybody else you fought. Fucking Ryan Garcia did it with Luke Campbell. He's like, on power, am I powerful compared to the champions you fought? It's like, and then Tank did it with Gamboa, claiming that Gamboa told them he was the best fighter he's fought so far. And Gamboa's like, no, I didn't say that. And then now Caleb Plant was trying to get compliments out of Canelo in the 9th round. Like, not bad for a 20-1 guy, right? Like, what's up with that? That's just fucking weird. Corny. Cruz tends to rely on getting close and smothering. That'd be cool. Kind of like a Maidana versus Mayweather moment. But, we know that Tank's not Mayweather style. He's like, knock him the fuck out style. Shakur Stevens, Shaker. The only one that can give yeah. Man, Shakur looks good, man. Tank only, yeah, he does. but maybe they'll change. I hope it changes. Mikey should fight Tank. That's a good fight. I think Mikey has always been talented, but I get the sense that boxing, he's not. Boxing is something he's not good at, not something he lives for. Yeah, I mean, he wanted to be a cop, so he's not passionate. Definitely not. He's talented, like you said, but he's not passionate. As Haney Jojo, I wonder if Jojo has the power to really affect Devin. He not like devastating power, but we'll see. We'll see, because Linares also didn't have devastating power, and he wobbled him. Barrera said Canelo winning Undisputed should make him the Mexican GOAT. Do you think? Greatest of all time? Well, I don't know. You can't say that, because when you say that, Mexicans get really upset, especially because there's so many Mexican greats. Let me show you my poster that I got from Kronk Art. I want you guys to follow Kronk Art too. Let me see. I'm gonna. Y'all see this shit? Y'all see that beautiful fucking poster? Even the mariachi skeleto guy is there. I got that from Kronk Art. Y'all should follow them. Let me see if I can put it on the chat. I think it's like this. Oh, it's right there. It's Kronk Art. Just look them up and you'll see them. They make great art, and I got those from him. So y'all should definitely. It's amazing. I have another one for the Four Kings: Duran, Hagler, Hearns, and Leonard. But this was in front of my computer, so I can't show y'all right now. I have posted them on Twitter, so y'all can see them there. Top worst fighters: Rolly, Wilder, Danny Garcia. I don't know about all that. Theo will beat Tank. Look at Theo's opposition. Yeah, I mean, resume wise, yes, because fucking Teofimo did the thing. I don't know though. I think we still got to see what's going on. Lee says Furious and Animality that completely negated that Wilder does well. Wilder will do better against like his usual guy. Because before, like I was always kind of like other people who kind of critiqued Wilder's resume. But when Wilder beat Ortiz, I was twice, especially after being hurt. I'm like, damn, okay, I gotta give Wilder's good, right? Because it should never be put into question because he's an Olympian, right? But for me, Luis Ortiz, he's a great boxer, right? He has the Cuban style and he has power. So he gives you like, wow, right? So when he beat him, I was like, damn, like that's good, right? So I think he will still come back. If he's meant, it has to be mental though. Shakur will be the undefeated welterweight champ. Welterweight? No, I think before that happens, Virgil and Boots. I think that will be Virgil or Boots. One of those two. I don't think Shakur moves up that fast. I don't think he's barely at 130? He just moved up to 130, no? Yeah, he just moved up to 130 because he took the belt from Herring. What do you think about Anthony Joshua? He's also out there window shopping for trainers right now. But I don't think there's gonna be that much of a change within one camp, right? Especially if he wants the immediate rematch. We know he does better in rematches. We know that he does better in rematches, but also Andy Ruiz losing the rematch is more of an Andy Ruiz just not fucking preparing more than it is Anthony Joshua preparing better. You know what I mean? Like, Andy Ruiz was not winning that fight with the preparation he didn't have for the rematch. Ruiz was kind of like, whatever, I got paid. I got a guarantee another payday. The fuck do I care about winning, right? Anthony, I think he should take another fight before he fights Usyk again. Kind of like regroup, get familiar with his new trainer, and then come back. If he is, because I don't think he could do much in one camp to change everything, Oh, is he like a sucker? That's so rude. Did you guys see that video of Canelo massaging his ass after he got a tattoo? Dude, I'll go to that too. Plant dude, that's so corny. Anyway, this is Kronk Art. He does just amazing work. He also gave me some shirts, but I think I already put them away. You guys should definitely follow him. He does great illustrations, but also he sells shirts and prints. And those are huge. Like, as soon as I got those, I'm like, I need to fucking find like paper, like like poster, whatever. Let me see if I could show you guys his feed. You guys should follow him. He is so good with his art. And again, you guys can buy this. And why would you not want that? Like, especially for your man cave. I live in an apartment, so I can have a man cave. But if I once I do get a house and I make myself a man cave, I'm gonna buy a bunch of his art. See, he makes like really cool graphics, like illustrations. So he gave me this shirt. I have this shirt. This is the poster that I have too. And he has all these prints. Like, look at the Manny Pacquiao one. Like, he has really, really good art. So y'all should follow him. Y'all should really follow him. This one's pretty fucking cool too. Maybe they'll add Virgil there next time. This one was fucking sick. Look at the two little Mexicans fighting. Oh, this shit was so good. So you guys should follow him. He does really good art. Hello, John. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Oh, thank you. I try. I think I know my shit. I know enough. He had a Fury Hurt fight 3. Yeah, I think yeah. So I think Wilder shouldn't be counted out. I got Shakur. 2 years. Okay. Thank you so much. And yes, I'll go on this Friday. Actually, I just haven't been bugging. I haven't been bugging him for the link, but I'll bug him for the link next time. And thank you so much. Y'all better get him to 1,000. Thank you so much, Lee. I appreciate your awesome comments on here and just your wide boxing knowledge. I'm about to get off too right now. It's been an hour and a half. It's 8. It's 9, and I gotta put my kids to sleep. I think it depends on Rosado. I think Rosado loses because it's at 160. It's at 160, and Rosado hasn't fought there in a while. Had the fight been at 168, I would I would give Rosado a better chance. But y'all too nice. I do this for the funsies. But y'all need to follow Lee, follow him, and follow Cronkart. And tell your friends about this channel because, bitch, look at how much fun we're having. Bring other people to the party. Y'all can drink. Today I just had a paleta. I didn't drink because I'm gonna do some work after this. I got some stories to work on. So yeah, you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys next Tuesday at 6:30, 7 at the latest. You guys can follow me on my Twitter, right? On my Twitter, and that's where you'll know like what it's usually 6:30, but yeah, follow me on there. And then on Saturday I will be covering Rosado versus Munguia, so hopefully I can get some interviews. I'm gonna try to attend the media workout tomorrow, but I do have some meetings for work, so I'm gonna try to bring some content for that too. So stay tuned for maybe interviews. I'm gonna be covering the fight on Saturday. If you're there, say hi. I have purple hair. You can't miss me. And yeah, say hi if you see me at the fight or if you see me at the workout on tomorrow. So yeah, y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Thank you so much. Have a good night, y'all. See y'all on Saturday if you're there, and next Tuesday.